Good morning, gamers. We've got a lovely bit of news today, or yesterday, pertaining to the Steam Awards and DRG. I didn't know if I was actually going to make this video, considering I put out 5 videos yesterday, and that's why I didn't do this yesterday. But I still feel an obligation to deliver unto you the Deep Rock news, and it's not huge news, but at the same time, this is something that, while you might not consider it huge news, it's still something that I think is important to share because it is the Steam Awards. And DRG is pretty much as usual entering the Labour of Love category. There's been times where it's been the, I think it's Best Game with Friends category and whatnot, but whatever it is, I always vote for Deep Rock in some way. It's actually the only game I've ever voted for in the Steam Awards. And to do this is fairly easy. If you come to Steam, you go to the Deep Rock Galactic News Hub on the Deep Rock page, and you click on this lovely little thing here. This is probably the easiest way to do it. And then you click, and then you've done it. So it's pretty easy to vote. It's time to vote minors. Nominations for the 2022 Steam Awards are open, and we would love it if you would vote for DRG in the Labour of Love category. Now, typically what happens, if they win, we'll get something for it. I'm not sure how many times this has happened, but the the honeydew type, the very stereotypical, historically inaccurate Viking helmet did actually come out of a Steam Awards thing. So it's definitely worth doing. We'll get some wonderful headgear. It's really worth it. Either way, there is a little bit more in this article that I want to go through. I did want to obviously share Steam Awards, make sure people that get on that. This is propaganda. This is you have to vote, right? I'm kidding. Yeah, the meat of it, because DRG really is a labour of love, and it is. I definitely feel that. For all of us here at Go Ship, we hope that you enjoy. We hope that all of you playing DRG feel that, and that definitely seems to be the case, judging by the response from Season 3, because they've enjoyed the highest peak of concurrent players, more than 46,000 of you playing at the same time, following the release of Season 3, with many hundreds of thousands of new miners joining since Rockport first started. So that's great news. Deep Rock getting bigger is always good news for us. It means they're growing, and it means they know that they're growing, and that hopefully that will mean good things for the future when it comes to the development of the game. Speaking of which, well, all of you have been dealing with the Rockport because we've been hard at work releasing patches and figuring out what comes next. So yeah, obviously they've released about 6 patches now for Season 3, and they've just been patching it up. It all seems like good changes. Doing great work as usual. And they're currently figuring out what comes next. So we know they're working on Season 4. If it's going to be Season 4, because this next sentence is slightly strange. And while we are not quite ready to talk about what the far future brings for DRG, the Rockports is still fresh on arrival in the caves of Hoxie's, we will soon reveal the next seasonal event. What will the next seasonal event be? You'll have to wait a bit to find out. So they're referring to Christmas. I think, we know it's going to be a Christmas event, so them drawing attention to it in this way could indicate that there's going to be some slight addition to it beyond the norm, in the same vein as Oktoberfest, where we had the beer mug to find during missions. Some kind of addition like that for this Christmas is seeming quite likely. I don't think they'd be so sort of facetious, if that's the correct word. I don't think it is, about Christmas this year. They're not even saying that it's Christmas, which is a bit odd, but we know the Christmas event is coming up. Either way, something I wanted to hone in on that's a little bit ambiguous. So it's where they said they're not quite ready to talk about what the far future brings for DRG. Even if we are looking at 6-month seasons, like just in general, that's not I don't think they would consider the next season necessarily the far future. So this could be implying that when we next get news, we're going to be learning perhaps about some more major shifts in development at the studio and whatnot. That's just a guess, though. we'll learn. We'll get like a very basic roadmap within the next few months. That will sort of tell us what's coming. Or at least that's what previous trends would indicate. Who knows? Things might go a little bit differently from here, or they might not. I find the language slightly ambiguous, but yeah, this is really just to sort of point that out, how sort of well the game is doing, and the fact that they are looking towards the future, and that you should vote for Deep Rock in the Labour of Love award category for the Steam Awards because I think it does deserve it. Despite certain criticisms that we might have had somewhat recently. Oh, and we could probably expect news on the Christmas event pretty damn soon. Either way, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to rock and stone, and by rock and stone, I mean like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.